All right, 7th graders, this is to help you with question 2 on CR number 5. I'm so glad your teachers put this on your CR because this is a question on the test, a very similar one, that students had a little bit of a hard time with. So I love that your teachers always revisit. If they notice topics on a test that students are struggling with, oftentimes you'll see those questions appear over and over on CRs because they need to know eventually, even if you're not there yet, that you get comfortable with this type of question. So let's go ahead and look at this. Look at the rational numbers. -8/7, -8 over -7, -7/8, -1 1/7. It says, which of these is equivalent to 8 over -7? Okay, first of all, it's very important to realize when we're dealing with the fraction bar means division. So I just want to remind you, a negative divided by a negative is a positive, and a positive divided by a negative is a negative, and a negative divided by a positive will be a negative, and a positive divided by a positive will be a positive. So the first thing I'm going to do is decide whether my final form of each of these numbers will be positive or negative. Well, let's see, negative divided by a positive. I can write the negative out in front, -8/7. So you see how in my original I just have one negative? In my final answer I just have one negative. This represents a negative divided by a negative. What's a negative divided by a negative? Oh, that's a positive. So out in front I can write a positive 8/7. So the first thing I'm doing is writing each of these in simplest form. Here I have a negative divided by a positive. What's a negative divided by a positive? Oh, that's a negative. So I'm going to put one negative sign out in front and write it as 7/8. See how there's just one negative sign here? There'll just be one negative sign in the answer. And this one's already in simplest form. 1 1/7, -1 1/7. Okay, so which of these is equivalent to 8 over -7? So the first thing I have to think about is a positive divided by a negative is a negative 8/7. Then I have to decide, can I rewrite this in a different way? Well, if you see the numerator greater than the denominator, you know this is actually a fraction greater than 1. We actually have 8/7. We have 8/7 running around. So you can always bottom out. How many times does 7 go into 8? 7 goes into 8 1. 1 times 7 is 7. 8 minus 7 is 1. With 1 left over would be 1 1/7. So this is still a negative. Positive divided by a negative is a negative. So I carry on that negative. And now I'm just writing this as a mixed number, 1 1/7. So this right here is equivalent to -8/7, or another way to write that is -1 1/7. All right, so let's just take a look. Which of these is the same? So this is -8/7, -8/7. That matches. Positive 8/7. Nope, my final answer is a negative. -7/8. Oh no, my numerator is an 8, not a 7. And look here, -1 1/7. So those are the two answers that totally match this original. So our answers are A and D. I hope that helps. So you just have to use your division rules for signed numbers to simplify each answer. And then if you can rewrite your answer as a mixed number, go for it. I hope that helps.